Hello from Granary Wharf here in Leeds, just outside Leeds Station with platform 17 just behind me as the train is literally pulling in. I can hear it but I can't see it. Anyway, I'm right next to the Leeds and Liverpool Canal. Don't worry, it's not a video about canals, don't worry. But today we're going to explore a very interesting part of Leeds you may not be aware of. So, for context, you might be aware that there's Sky Gardens in London and across the world. More famously, there's urban gardens in New York on top of like old disused viaducts of somewhere, I believe so, I could be wrong there. And obviously there is a Sky Garden on top of Canary Wharf Elizabeth line station in London, which is really nice and beautiful. If you're in the area in Canary Wharf, I really recommend going and checking it out, it's really nice. But you might not be aware that there's actually one in Leeds. It opened about 2-3 years ago and it's called the Junction. And it's an old disused viaduct that they've turned into a Sky Garden and built new housing development and stuff. And to be honest, I totally forgot about it until I saw a TikTok a few weeks ago about it. So I'm going to take you down there and explore it. And it's only a 10-minute walk from Leeds Station, so if you've ever got a spare hour in Leeds, then I really recommend it. So to get to it, you need to come out of Leeds Station by platform 16. Well, you need to head towards platform 16 to where the south entrance is and go through the barriers there, down the escalators, and you'll come through to the dark arches. You need to turn left and then continue out onto Granary Wharf. You need to walk towards the candlestick looking building bin, and then you need to walk up the stairs and then walk along the Leeds and Liverpool Canal. Until you get to these stairs here along the canal, you're going to walk up here onto the car park. Okay, so lads, it's not really a car park, but it's a nice little walking path towards the junction. Okay, never mind, I think I have actually gone the wrong way. Just bear with me a second. Okay, so I found where I'm going. You need to walk up the stairs and take a right onto the main road and then walk down. There was a car park, but that's disappeared with construction, so anyway, let's keep going. So finally, after me getting a bit lost, you'll come to this bit of a random end of the viaduct, which is the start of the junction. It is sort of also step 3 and it has stairs walking up there. So let's head up there and I'll explain a bit about the history and give you a quick little tour of what's up there. So if you walk to right to the end of the junction and ignore the giant red Monopoly Hotel, Leeds has got a bit of a thing with Monopoly at the moment, so we'll just let that slide. You'll sort of come to this point where the viaduct's split in half. So I'm going to head down these spiral staircases and see what else there is down here. And I'll admit, it's really nice here. So coming down then spiral staircases bring you down into this lovely sheltered separation divide between the viaducts, and it gives you some really nice photo opportunities, and I could probably spend all day here if I wanted to, and to be honest I've got nothing planned for the rest of the day, so I probably will. But it's just lovely to see there's a nice little food shack up there, and one thing I find interesting is there's viaducts with some barriers but some of them haven't got anything on, and you can just sort of walk underneath the viaduct, and it's just super nice. It's just so cool to see something like this, because there's not always a lot of the railway heritage and history and whatnot in Yorkshire. Well, there is, but there's not many places where you can actually go and walk around. But I also love the fact there's also step 3. There's lifts everywhere. It's really nice, and I think we need more places like this in West Yorkshire, or generally across the country. It's beautiful. But I should actually explain what this viaduct was once. It was once the Monkbridge Viaduct, which carried the lines, I believe, from Bristol, Hetman White, and another way over to Manchester into the old Leeds Central Station. I could be really wrong on that, so if you do know the actual reason, do let me know. The viaduct was built in around 1846, and it was in use until around 1960, and then it was sort of made derelict until around the 80s, when we demolished a little bit of it into the old central station and obviously redeveloped the area. And potentially it could have been when they were electrifying the East Coast Main Line up to Leeds and up to Edinburgh around the mid-80s. And it wasn't until about 2022 when development started here, converting it into a nice lovely urban garden, and started building new high-rises that are called the Junction, and it is really nice. So if you're ever in Leeds, I really recommend coming and checking it out. So I'm going to have a little recce around and see what else there is. Okay, this is quite cool. You can actually see the end of the viaduct, which is really nice to see. It's just super fascinating, is this. But I think this is sort of being modified slightly, but I believe that's where the track would have sat on. It looks like it would have curved out a bit more, which is interesting, but I believe it could probably be in a single track or maybe a double. I'm not entirely sure. If you do know, do let me know, but it's really cool to see. Okay, I might be having another reason why I think the viaducts are like this. I believe they may be converting these into like shops and retail units and coffee places, a bit like what they've done outside Grandeur Wharf from outside Leeds Station where I started this video. And it's, you know what, this is probably my favourite area of Leeds because it's just steeped in railway history. It's just really beautiful. And honestly, everyone just goes out in Leeds and does whatever, but this is sort of a lesser known area of Leeds that not many people really know about. So, really nice. I'm probably rambling. I'm going to be truthful on this. This video's got not really any scripts. It might be all over the shop, but it's just a random quick video. While I've got a few hours in Leeds to myself, I thought, why the hell not? So that's really it for the Junction. If you are in Leeds and I've got a spare hour or two, I really recommend coming and having a look around it and checking it out. There's also like a little cafe thing with like nice hot food and stuff, and got myself a can of Coke because it's like 25 degrees and it's super hot. And honestly, this is potentially my favourite train spotting point possibly in the country, because you just got lovely views of the main line just down there, and you can see some beautiful City 225s coming up from London or going down or wherever. I could literally spend all day here. The only downside is if you're sitting on the benches here, well, unless you're about 10 foot tall, you can't really see anything. But if you're in Leeds, got a spare hour, and you want to come and do a bit of train spotting and check some beautiful railway history, really recommend coming and checking this place out. So that's it from me. If you're not subscribed already, do hit that subscribe button, hit that like button. I don't usually preach about that, but I thought, why not? I very rarely say it, but we're nearly at 200 subscribers, so if you hit that subscribe button, it'll be in the world for me. So hopefully the next video should be the next episode of the A to Z Yorkshire. There is a Sheffield Super Tram series coming, probably end of August or September, because Sheffield's in a bit of a situation of replacing all the rails on the Super Tram network, so it's a little bit impossible for me to get down there and film. There is also going to be another video coming out at some point, maybe end of August, early September, but it's a very interesting video, so I'm not going to say much about that. So until the next episode of A to Z Yorkshire, from here at the Junction here in Leeds, see you later.